New package came in, and this one is very special. Didn't expect to buy this, mainly because I already have one of these, but it was an offer I couldn't refuse because it was just 1,000 euros. And yeah, 1,000 euros sounds like a lot, and it is. But when you see what's inside here, I think you'll understand. Oh no, it's taped to the box, which is not great, because the box, as you might see, is part of the deal. Didn't know that boxes can yellow. Let me switch on the light here. You can see. That's interesting. And here we are. This video is kindly sponsored by PCBWay. Thank you, PCBWay. I hope everything survived shipping, because there's quite some stuff in here. First we have the OG A4000 mouse in goodish condition. We have miscellaneous Amiga chips, including some Agnesis, Agni, I don't know, some CIAs, Denise and stuff. We have Quantum hard drive. We have a set of discs. These are OG Amiga 3.0, Amiga Workbench, install local and fonts. We have a cable, the Strom power cable. We have another hard drive, again a SCSI, I think. Is that SCSI? Yeah, should be. We have more stuff. SCSI cable, OG Commodore VGA adapter, another mouse. This one is a golden image, and an audio cable. We have an original A4000 keyboard in absolute immaculate condition. Wow, this is quite nice, and this is the one thing I will keep from here, I think. And we do have the star of the show. Let me show you. And this is an A4000 in the OG box, OG styrofoam. Let me take that out and let me show you what's inside. I mean, look at this. This machine has no, and I mean no, abso-freaking-lutely no yellowing. It's absolutely immaculate. It's as if you have it stored in this box. It has some battery damage, but it works. I saw pictures of it working. So the damage is minor. Yeah, that's just a beauty. So let's take it apart and take a look inside. So my son and I went through this stack of ICs here, and we labeled them so that I can use them in the future. And there's two kickstarts, one 1.3, one 2.0. We have a 8520. We have two Agnes chips, one 71, one 72A, 68,000, Denise, Gary, a Buster for the Amiga 2000, and a Paula, and two, whatever these chips are. Take a look for yourself. They are LM33256G-15. I assume this is some kind of memory or something. I did clean the mice, and they look like new. I mean, look at this. There's barely any thing on here. This is actually a laser mouse. Didn't notice that at first, but it's an optical mouse, which is pretty cool. Not sure if it's a laser. Maybe it's not a laser. doesn't look lasery to me. There are 3 LEDs, or at least 2 LEDs and 1 receiver. So maybe this is just some kind of infrared. And you can switch between Amiga and Atari, which is also pretty cool. Yeah, so keyboard is also immaculate. It's a bit dirty, but that's all. So if I clean this, this will look like brand new. And it has the same color as the front here, almost. Keyboard is a bit more yellow, but not much, not much. Okay, let's dig into this. Let's open this up and let's see what's inside, because there's, I think, some more surprises inside. So before we open this up, let's quickly take a look at the back side, because we can already get a little glimpse at what's on here. And this looks completely immaculate. I've rarely seen something that shiny. Not sure why there's marker all over the place. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. So this is some kind of guide. These are numbers. And these are easily replaced. So this had an 120 megabyte hard drive when it came out. And I'm wondering what this is. And this is an extra serial port. So this is SCSI. So this has IDE from factory. And that's the SCSI drive. And here's a thumb screw, which is odd. Well, let's open it up. Let's take a look inside. PCBWay offers PCB production and assembly, as well as 3D printing, CNC, manufacturing, and much, much more. I use PCBWay myself to produce PCBs, and I also use the 3D printing service on my Amiga box project, and I was very, very pleased with the results. So if you have anything you need in terms of PCBs or 3D printing, just give PCBWay a chance. And please check out PCBWay's 8th project design contest, which is running right now. And yeah, link in the description below. It will be running up till the 31st of January 2026. Wow, that came off really easy. Ooh, wow, what the heck? That is one ginormous card right there, completely unpopulated. So we have in here 1 gigabyte caviar. So this right here is where the SCSI port goes, but this is a whole card stuffed with stuff. And this cable here goes over here, so I'm not sure what else is in here. So this cable comes from the lowest of the cards, so this could be another IDE controller. I'm trying to see what kind of card this is, but it doesn't say anywhere, and it's a really big one. Not sure if oh, that's I just saw the damage from the caps here. We'll take a look at that in a minute, because I have to recap this board completely, and it's really, really bad. And if we take a look inside here, there's lots of stuff in here. There's a battery, which is not in great condition. Did explode a little, but I think the caps are the main problem here in this machine. So I think before we go and take it apart, we plug it in and see what it does. Let's put it that way. I want to see it work. Oh, man, this is heavy. I want to see this boot, and then I have a reference that it works. Okay, I think we're good for a test. Let's start this. Things are making crazy noises here. I'm not sure if that is a hard drive, but I only get a black screen here. That doesn't sound good. Whatever that is, it sounds horrible. And there are 2 hard drives in here, I think. And that is probably what makes the noise. I think there's a second one down there somewhere. So I think we have to take this apart, because this doesn't sound good at all. Or maybe it's just the cable came out. Let's try again. No, that sounds horrible. Let's take a peek what's in there. At least you don't have to disassemble the whole machine to get the drives out like on the 3000. Oh, that's just one drive. Okay, so that's just one drive. And that's what makes all the racket. Oh wait, there's a cooler. Maybe that is what makes a sound. Place this here for a minute. Yeah, it's a CPU cooler which makes that crazy sound. Down there's a cooler, and that makes a horrible, horrible sound. It's just stuck on the... Ah, it's broken. Is it broken? It's not broken. It's just these clips are... I see. So this is just clipped on with these things here, and these things are held in by the fan, which is pretty crude design. There's another one. So you pull this off, you place this in here, then this becomes the holder of the fan, and this then should clip onto the CPU like that, I guess. Okay, let's try again. Ah, much better. At least sound-wise. Sounds like the SCSI drive is trying to spin up. Disk drive is constantly on, which is not good. Yeah, so there's clearly something wrong here. So maybe the processor card came off in shipping. I had that on the last 4000 that I bought. So I think I will completely disassemble this machine. I will take a few photos and at least take out the cards, bring it down to the bare disk drive and see if I can make it work from disk. And then I will take it from there, because this is now just not working. Okay, so let's unplug this. Let's unplug this. So I have two more hard drives. If this one is a problem and failed, you can always switch that out. Ah, the CD drive goes to this other card here. So this is a SCSI, the IDE cable. Okay, got it. Okay, that's that. Fast Lane Z3 by Phase 5 or Phase 5 digital products. Okay, that's one crazy card. So it looks so unassuming with just that SCSI port exposed, but it has all this in the back, which is crazy. Then we have a multi-phase 3 card. I assume it's serial parallel card. Okay, and the third thing is not a card, it's just a port which is screwed in here, which belongs to this card here. Yeah, you have a serial 0, serial 1, you can add another serial port here, and a parallel and a serial 0. And then we have this IDE 88 connector by Tandem, and this is specifically for this drive. Wiggle this free. There is quite some damage on this machine. Let me show you. So there's, I can see that, a lot of green and crusty shit all over here where the caps are. Battery area looks, let's say, not great. The caps are what gives me a bit of a headache here. So we have 3 banks populated. This is the 2 meg chip RAM. So we have I guess 6 megs in total. Could be. Not sure. We have some caps over here which look mostly okay-ish. This one is busted. And there are a lot of caps under here, under the CPU card. I guess the reason why the machine doesn't work is that the CPU card came out. So let me push the CPU card in and we give it another try. So to get to the front cage here, to take this out, you have to actually remove the front bezel. So here's the front bezel. There's some sticker here which I will remove. And this is a small part which I was always looking for. Couldn't find it anywhere. And this is a 4040 or 040. And as you can see, this is immaculate. No drilled holes, no nothing. And that will become the front panel for my 4000. So now there are 2 screws here to get this whole cage out. Then I can get to the CPU card. Pull this off, clean this correctly. So I have a different one. I have one that is just embossed and not printed. Interesting. There. We can go and pull this out. There's the disk drive, and I think I can already see why this is running all the time, because someone just smashed the cable in here, and it's not even close to being correct. I mean, look at this. It's screwed here, and if you pull it out, you can see that it wasn't even plugged in correctly. So that might be a reason why the machine wasn't starting. It could be that the drive is toast now, because someone put it in the wrong way. And this is an FB357A made by Shinnon. Should be an HD drive. And actually the one that came in the 4000, because it has a bigger front here compared to a standard drive. And the cable is of course not keyed, which is not great. Okay, let's put that back in for now. And let's see if it changes anything. Maybe we get a screen. So, this is pretty much the bare minimum. CPU card is in. Disk drive is in. Let's give it a try. So, without a hard disk attached, this might take a minute or 7. Ah! Yes! Yes. Awesome. So the machine works. That's really good news. Disk drive is ticking. Let's put Amiga test kit in. Let's start with this little sysinfo rundown and see if the drive actually works. Yes, drive works. Very good. We need a mouse. So speed should be pretty much spot on 4000. Yep, it is spot on 4000. Nice. Memory, what do we have? We have 8 megs. Okay. Not sure how we... okay. So maybe this is a 2 meg stick and this is a 4 meg stick. Okay, let's put in Amiga test kit, and before I do that I have to connect audio and a keyboard so that we can actually type something. So I will have to do a recap on this one, and I will have to remove the battery, but for now it works, which is good. But I'm already down to the board, so I will just take it out, recap it, and yeah, make it nice and shiny. Let's see, memory 10 megs. Strange. I mean, we had 8 before. What the freaking hell is this? Yeah, let's give it a full go. Let's see. Okay, memory seems to check out. Keyboard. I have no reason to believe that... Oh, what's this? 10 keys stuck. I was just about to say I have no reason to believe that this wouldn't work. Oh, and Dell and help is also stuck. What's that now? So all the keys work, but these are stuck. It's just that this rubber in there is tired. I've never seen that. That's strange. Okay, never mind, it works, which is all I wanted to know. Let's check audio. Which I can't hear because I'm recording. Okay. But I can see that there's audio going on. Seems okay-ish. Let's check CRAs. All good. Nice. Do I dare to test the clock? No clock detected. Okay, that is dead. And it's just a bit of work to get it to a almost brand new state, I think, because the board is okay. It's not horribly damaged, or it wouldn't even post. So yeah, that's nice. Let's take the board out and let's get this recapped. So I had 4 dead keys here which wouldn't come up, which was F10, delete, help, and this alt key. And yeah, these are these little rubbers, and it's indeed just the rubber that failed. They're just worn out. Don't know why. All the others seem to be fine. But I have these springs from brand new Amiga keys. You can also use standard Amiga keys, of course, old ones. Just put them in there, replace the rubber with a spring. All good to go. Feels a little bit different. That's why I transferred from the escape key the one to the F10, so that all the F keys feel exactly the same. Escape key now has a spring, and my alt key has a spring, because you never use an alt key, or seldom on an Amiga, and these two have also springs. And that makes this keyboard completely functional again. Now I'm going to clean it and yeah, use it for my other 4000. Here's the main board freed. You can see the most crusty parts are up here and everywhere around the battery. I'm going to clean this and hopefully it's not too much damage there. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 caps here. So I think I start with this. And these look harder than these here because it's very cramped here, especially here around the CPU area. Okay, so I will start with the processor card. That's what it looks like underneath. You can see a bit greenish stuff here. It's not the worst I've seen. I think this one will be worse. So what we do now is we go in and we melt the solder here and move the legs away. Put them in here to this thing. Then clean the area and put on fresh solder. Take it from there. Oh, that fishy smell. It's really horrible. Let's put on some fresh solder here. Oh, this won't move. I think I have it. Let's clean this out. Move all the stinky stuff. And we come in with a fresh one. That's the first one on. So this is what this looks like now. Replaced. Oh, okay, this looks really horrible. It's even wet. Right there. So that's the after, and it's all nice and shiny again. We can put on a fresh cap. Okay, CPU card is back in. Let's see if the machine still boots. It's completely recapped. The main board isn't, so this is the first step. So there's no disk drive attached right now. Okay, we get a black screen, which is expected. Don't know if we need the riser card. I think we don't. Did clean the fan a little, which seemed to have helped sound-wise. Do we get a kickstart? Yes, we do. Very good. Okay. So my recap seems to have been successful, which is very good to know. Yeah, now on to the main attraction, which is recapping this board. Okay, so I did put the machine back together this far. I changed all the caps that were necessary and removed one of the memory sticks just for giggles. So this is fully recapped. This is partially recapped, but the important parts. While recapping, there was some real damage on this thing. Let me show you under the microscope, and I had to do some surgery there. But I think I got it. So I'm about to test the machine and hopefully it works. Yeah, let me quickly show you what I did here. So what you'll see here, let me grab a tool. What you see here is a resistor that came off. So the pad just lifted without me doing anything. I was just cleaning around this area, not even with a soldering iron, just with a Q-tip. And yeah, this is one of my recapped caps. This one too. And yeah, I think this one too. But this just came off. And with it came this pad and this pad here. So there's the transistor here. There's one pad, there's one pad, there's one pad. Just like this. And came just off. And I thought this thing is gone because it was just a crusty piece of shit. And I did clean it off and tried to fix it here. So I did solder a wire from here to here, which is the connection point, and from here to here, which was quite a struggle. Even though this looks all nice and big on the microscope or under the microscope, it is really, really, really tiny. So this wire here, it's about the size of a hair, maybe a bit thicker, but not much. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I did. Let's see if this machine still has life in it, and it should, because I fixed the hell out of this, and it took me 2 hours to fix this. Very fiddly soldering. So let's see if this machine actually boots. I will put in the riser card and a floppy drive, and we will see if it works. Okay, machine is back together, at least with the disk drive and the riser card in, connected. Let's give it a try. Ah, there we are. Okay, nice. Not sure why the light is on all the time. Let's try disk. Yeah, that's not helpful. That is not reading. Is it the disk or is it the drive? Or is it something else? No, it's the drive. Strange. So I did change out the drive here, and I have to take this out again to show you. So there's this drive, which is the small one, which is a normal PC sized drive, and there's a bigger one which has a bigger bezel, which was in here before. And this here is the FZ variant, and there's also an FB variant. The FB variant, so this is an FZ357A, The FB variant is the bigger bezel, and all 357 drives are HD, and the A means Amiga. So there is an FZ357 for the PC, which doesn't have an A at the end, and the 354, the FZ354, is the 880K drive. So I'm not sure why this drive is not working, because it actually stated that it would, but it doesn't. So it should work, and it's ticking. I don't get why it is not working. Let's try again. There we are, 3.1 ROMs. Oh wait, now it's not even clicking. Oh. Probably should have put power in there. It's ticking. And now it's working. What the? Okay, so maybe it was just a cable issue. I don't get it. Well, let's grab a mouse. Let's try it. Let's see what it does. Let's see if all the stuff in here is still good. Start with memory, 6 megs. Yeah, that's correct. By the way, I also did remove the battery here. Did remove the battery. There was minor damage. I had to clean this area and scrap away some shit. I will put some conformal coating on here, also there, when I'm done here, and this machine will be like brand new. This is really, really a nice machine. Yeah, should be okay. Let's check video. Do we get RGB? Yes, we do. Do the CIA still work? Yes, they do. Battery is detected. That didn't work before. So I actually fixed something. Nice. I did reflow this little chip down here. This HCT174A. So maybe that helped. Now we have audio. Can't hear it, but I can see it. Yeah, I can clearly see that it works. Yeah, so this machine is almost ready to go. I will test this further, making sure that the drive actually really works. Put some conformal coating on there, put the DVD drive in, and I also have this CF card, which I will put in here, together with a non-working hard drive. So here's the 4000 back together, and it's the classic problem with the smaller bezel disk drives that you have a gap here. You can put it up a little, and there's another blank for that. But I don't have that. I just have a 3 printed one, and for now I will leave it like this. Yeah, so this is in really, really nice condition. And as I said before, I wanted to do some upgrades to my A4000, and that doesn't have these little LEDs here. This is now the front panel from the one I just bought, and my 4000 that I had before. Put the keyboard here. Cleaned it a bit. It's working just fine. You only feel it slightly that there are springs here instead of the plastic or rubbery stuff that's up here. Yeah, and I'm very happy with this and how this turned out. I got a really cool front panel and a really cool keyboard, and didn't even have to pay for it because I already sold the other 4000. Even made a bit of money to buy other machines, which is quite nice. So here you can see I have bought one of these fancy VHS mouse pads on AliExpress, which is pretty cool. Good quality also. To have a little bit of color here. And my high screen monitor, which is pretty much a 1084 mono version. Yeah. So this concludes this video. thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. If you need any PCBs, pre-assembled PCBs or 3D printing, please use the link in the description below. Thank you for watching Retros into Black. If you liked this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in content like this, please subscribe and hit this bell icon. I have no idea if it really makes a difference, but you never know. And yeah, it's an algorithm, so I'm not arguing. However, thank you for watching, and I see you on the other side.